And I'm telling you, I camped outside for like 12 hours for those black grapes. I don't even have a pair no more. And I miss the days of camping, but there's some things about outdoor camping for sneakers I just don't miss. Like it's just crazy.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the
Okay. Let's talk about them, guys. Let's talk about them. Peace and love. We have the Air Jordan 1 Off-White collaboration with Virgil Abloh. Rest in peace. I always think about this guy for some reason, and I always feel bad because I always picked on him because the way he went out was just so sudden and abrupt. I was like, damn, we lost. We really did lose a good one. So again, rest your soul, Virgil Abloh. We love you. We love your creations, and we love what you did for the sneaker game. So we have another pair of these, and I'm no stranger to these. I've reviewed these probably about 3 times, I think. 2 pairs in 2020, and here we are in 2025. I was really never the biggest fan of this shoe when they first dropped, because when they first dropped and before I started doing this YouTube thing, I thought I'd never even get a pair of these. And I was actually right. I didn't get a pair of these like retail, but I've been, very blessed to have these people give these pairs to me. And it was just an interesting time when I first started doing this in 2020, end of 2019, because it was all about Travis Scott and Virgil. More Virgil at the time, and then the Travis Scott Mocha Highs came out. And here's the video I did in 2020. I'm not sure which one came before the other, but things definitely changed, I'll say. And this is actually when I used to try like different clothes on. I think I got like a 4-pack of jeans. So I just kind of did like some kind of on jean, on foot at the same time. Like I definitely don't do these kind of things anymore. I just kind of hide behind a keyboard and, make the videos. But I do like the sneaker. It took a while to grow on me. I think the best one was the white and baby blue pair. That's still my favorite pair as far as the colors. But I had these on last night and I was like, you know what? These are actually still dope. I think these will hold up for a very, very long time. It sucks because Virgil's other sneakers, like his actual just straight up off-white sneakers, and it's like some of them have been okay, but for the most part, I'm just not really into the regular off-white sneakers. But I love every one that he did out of the 10-pack. All of those were pretty much dope, especially the Presto, the black ones, and then the black ones with the little sail cage on them. Those are probably the best 2 Virgils, and then the Off-White 5s were good too. He made a lot of good pairs. I just miss him. I miss him. But today we have this pair, and I always say this when I get a shoe from like 2020 that they've made over and over. These should be perfected at this point. I know perfection is like a strong word to use when it comes to these sneakers, but when Virgil made this sneaker, he made it to be imperfect. Hence, like the zip tie he used to put on the shoes, which I always took off. He wanted that kind of factory feel, a very rough feel, a very raw feel to the cuts, expose parts on the sneakers. It was just like the shoe wasn't supposed to be perfect. And at one point, he actually says, I have a certain respect for the quote unquote fake sneaker community because it's kind of like flattery when they do that to your shoe. And I think he kind of changed his stance as time went on. He started making more shoes for Nike. But this pair particularly, it looks really, really good. I couldn't find too many things wrong with it. I'm not an expert or a legit checker. I just kind of go, I'm more of a shape guy. And if the shape of the shoe doesn't look all boxy and doofy looking, I'm cool with it. I was never into the color laces. I just can't do it. The white ones are good too. I just didn't feel like lacing them up. But the neon green, the orange, that's just not for me. I know there's some people out there who can get away with it. I'm not one of them. But this particular sneaker, I couldn't really find. Again, it's supposed to be an imperfect shoe, so when you're looking for this shoe to be perfect, it just doesn't work out. Now, there are some things that will stand out, like the writing on the side, which I don't really care about. In some situations, that could look away. On this pair, I think it looks good, and I think these look really good on feet. Like I said, I was wearing these last night because I shot like 3 videos right before I went to bed. That's why it's kind of dark in there. And I actually like the dark shots. This looks kind of like Batman Dark Knight. It looks good. I love the dark contrast. But the shoe's good, and that's when it hit me. I came to the harsh reality that we're not going to get any more new Virgil creations with Nike. I mean, obviously, there's still that Air Jordan 4 Off-White that we didn't get, that I actually have a pair of. We never got those. I think his wife was teasing a pair on IG, and we just never got them. So those maybe could come out. I don't know how they would work with Virgil's wife possibly to do that, but it just sucks we don't get any more of his creations. And by the way, shout out to the person that sent me these sneakers today. I was looking on their page and I was like, damn, you guys have new batches of these. And I just recently got rid of a pair, one of the pairs that I had from 2020. So I was like, you know what? Let me reach out and see if I can get another pair of these, because I do like the shoe. It took 5 years for them to really grow on me. I just didn't hold them in the same regard as like the whole hype era was doing at the time. Like, man, between this shoe here and the Mocha High Travis Scott 1, people were losing their damn minds. Like, I don't even know how you could get either of those shoes at the time. Like, I was so far. The funny thing is I was actually getting out of the sneaker game, and people think I'm doing that now because I'm getting rid of so many sneakers. I'm not getting out the sneaker game. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years, plus collecting sneakers ever since 2003. So if you can kind of imagine my collection from 03, plus all the YouTube sneakers that were coming in, plus all the sneakers I was buying from GR releases and things I was buying from resale, I definitely had to cut down the collection. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and you can probably be a part of getting some of the sneakers I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of them pretty cheap. But again, love the Off-White High Virgil sneaker, the Off-Whites. I do love them. I miss Virgil. Thank you for the shoe. For the people that sent them out, follow me on IG. Follow them on IG. Peace, love, and I'm out.